channel. So couple of days back I have asked you guys to uh, shoot your questions regarding ongoing Triple One Jivo issue. CM KCR made a statement about lifting the Triple One Jivo openly in the cabinet. So I've got few questions. So majority of the questions are like what happens to the stretch from Shankarpalli to Mominpet? So can we invest? What will be the future if you invest after 4 to 5 years? If you invest now after 4 to 5 years. So what will be the price of your projects like Oxygen at Chevella, Natura at Chevella, and what will be the land value or land zones even after lifting the Triple One Jivo in case if there is any HMDA master plan? What will be the zones of the land? Will there be any price reduction if we lift the Triple One Jivo? Does KCR sir have the hold? So does state government can alone lift the Triple One Jivo? What involvement does Supreme Court and NGT have in this situation? Are they silent or are they going to do something else? What happened to your Kondakal and Nandikama projects prices? Will they come down? What happened to the environment? And what happened if we lift the Triple One Jivo? How it will impact the global city, Hyderabad? So, will any real estate company reduce the price in west part of Hyderabad? What happened to the future of Golden Triangle, so-called Golden Triangle? Even if some new HMDA master plan comes, what will be the percentage of the conversion, land conversion? What is the future of Mehtab Khan Goda, Chimal Dari if we lift the Triple One Jivo now? Will there be any FSI limitations if we lift Triple One Jivo? So, will they give permission for high rise or will there be any FSI limitations once the Triple One Jivo is revoked? So, can we directly go and file any application as CM stated? Can anyone log in the application stating I have a 10 acres of land and then go ahead for permission? So, these are the major questions that I have got. Maybe some questions I might have missed, but these are the major questions I have in my hand now. So, let me just explain you how is the Triple One Jivo water flow, like basically comes to the Usman Sagar. So, this is Usman Sagar Gandipet Lake. If you see, the right portion of the land is Janwada, Kokapet, Kollur, Mokila and Kondakal. Left portion is Janwada left portion, Mijjagoda, Marajpet, Dontanpalli, Tangtur, Proddutur. So these are the areas comes under Triple One Jivo if you construct Shankarpalli stretch or so-called Golden Triangle stretch. So if you see the water flow here, right, this is the water catchment areas. So when there are rains and heavy rains, this is how the water flows from the uphill. So it will come like this, and then joins Usman Sagar here. Same way with the Chevella, Rajendra Nagar lake also. So the statement from Chief Minister Sir is this Jivo was made in 1996 somewhere. So that time the West Hyderabad was nothing. There is no cyber towers. There is no IT in the west part of Hyderabad. Since IT have come into the place in 2003-4 times, in 20 years there is a vast development happened in the west part of Hyderabad. So because of that, we can't stop the growth. So what he is saying, we can't stop the growth. After Kokapet, there is nothing to be available to do the construction. And also there are many villages, like 140 villages under Triple One Jivo and 1,30,000 square yards of land is there. And lot of people are telling that we are not getting any commercial complexes, any hospitals, any shopping malls. We have to commute long distance to get basic entertainment facilities or hospitals. We don't have any hospitals to build. So this is a genuine complaint from them as well. So that's why both development and there is a genuine concern from the people from villages. So that's why he made the statement. But coming to the questions, if Triple One Jivo is lifted, If Triple One Jivo is lifted, obviously this green color land, like whatever land you see, is going to be available for the residential construction. If you see Mokila, this is declared as R1. In the same way, they might declare this as R1, or they might consider this water catchment area, whatever is there, the water, they might declare some buffer zones and then declare this portion of the land as R1 or R2 or R3 or conservation. We don't know. So we can't comment on now Shankarpalli Mominpet belt, but in case if they lift it up, definitely the prices will get averaged. They may not go down, but they get averaged, because the people who are doing the business around this area, if it gets lifted in Janwada, the prices in Janwada will average towards Mokila or whatever adjacent to the Kollur. But the prices will not go down drastically in a day, one day. And even Triple One Jivo lifting cannot be possible in a single day, because it has to go through NGT, someone was mentioning Supreme Court. So from tomorrow, day after tomorrow onwards, these guys will be filing multiple cases in Supreme Court, and even residents and environmental professionals will also start filing the cases. So it will continue for some more years. What happens to your oxygen, Chevella, Natura? Again, I'm saying, right, if it gets lifted, there will be an impact. Definitely, there will be an impact, but it gets averaged. It will not go down. Any price will not go down, because whatever he is saying, like 1,32,000 square yards of area, acres, 1,32,000 acres of area cannot be lifted in overnight. It can be done in a phased manner if Supreme Court and NGT clears. Otherwise, it is not possible. So we can't comment on the prices right now, because the prices we can't comment, it will reduce or increase. So land zones, like in case if the NGT approves that, okay, you can go ahead and lift the Triple One Jivo. So how about the land zones? Land zones, like if you see this particular area called Janwada here, this is adjacent to Neopolis. So if we lift Janwada, definitely there will be an impact to Usman Sagar. Pollution definitely will be there, but government will say that we will make sure that there will not be any pollution. But over the time, we have seen in the past that even our Sarur Nagar Lake, Hussain Sagar Lake, earlier they are clean water and water sources to the entire Hyderabad. Right now, only two clean water sources we have is, one is Usman Sagar Gandipet Lake and one is the Rajendra Nagar lake. So if in case if the construction starts here, definitely there will be a pollution from the building, raw materials, debris, etc. So slowly the pollution will happen. And nowadays we see, right, all restaurants, they are saying Lakeview restaurants, lakeside restaurants. Someone was mentioning in the other videos. So this is like a fashion now. So similarly, once the government declares and once NGT declares, slowly the encashment will happen and the pollution will definitely be there. How far they'll protect these lakes, we don't know. So tomorrow we don't know what will happen. So, and also price reduction, as I mentioned, price reduction will not be on the single night. As long as the discussion goes on, already if you guys know, Triple One Jivo prices have jumped. If you see Janwada now, just before the announcement, it was around 5 to 6 crores, 7 crores. Now it reached to 8 crores, 10 crores also. Many people are asking me about my Janwada land. So people are approaching like, okay, if you buy in Triple One Jivo now, it will give us a lot of returns and miracles. Miracles won't happen, I'm telling you, right? So it will take 4 to 5 years. Even if it takes 4 to 5 years, it gets averaged. Land prices will not increase on overnight. So does KCR alone have the hold? Does CM KCR alone have the hold, or state government has the hold? This is one more question popped up. Yes. So he doesn't have complete hold on it, but he can make it possible to go push the file, because he can state that he can protect the lake, he can protect the encashment areas, because this was made, this plan was made without considering IT into the picture in 1996. No one thought that, okay, west part of Hyderabad would increase like this, and they have done like this. Like if you see this area, Produttur, Tangutur, there is no need to have this much amount of land also in the Triple One Jivo, because this is far from the catchment area. So he can pass on this to environmental officers, HMDA officers to come up with a nice plan of HMDA, and then they'll submit it to the Supreme Court or NGT tomorrow. There is a possibility that they might also agree, but there are a lot of environmental issues, environmental cases gets filed. We never know what will happen also in the government also. We never know what will happen next 5 years, who will come, who will rule it. Will they forward the file or will they take it back? We don't know. So we cannot say that he'll have 100% rights, because he mentioned it almost last 3 elections also, but unfortunately it did not happen, and we don't know will it happen or not. So in Kondakal and Nandigama, prices will come down. I told you already, I have answered about this question already. It gets averaged, nothing will reduce over the night. Global city environmental impact, I have covered this already. If it gets lifted, if people are not following the protocol, and maybe for good cause only, it might be for good cause, for good developments in mind, they might lift the Triple One Jivo, but people in the system might take it as advantage and start giving the approvals randomly for high rise, for illegal constructions, etc., factories, etc., so that the pollution and debris will come into the lake and then gets polluted. So this might happen, even though you have 100% strict rules imposed. This might happen because no one follows protocol properly in our system. And one more thing is golden triangle prices. Nothing will happen to golden triangle prices, as I mentioned. Nothing, because if the land gets created here, the prices will reach equal to on par with the Mokila, but it doesn't reduce the current prices in the Kondakal or Mokila. And also the land conversion in the new plan. Yeah, so this I'll answer it in some time. And Mehtab Khan Guda Chimaldari, we invested in Mehtab Khan Guda Chimaldari. What is the future? Yeah, as I mentioned already, right after Shankarpalli, there's a lot of land available, but this is not on the residential zone. Because of that, now Mehtab Khan Guda, Sangareddy to Mehtab Khan Guda, Mehtab Khan Guda to Nawabpet, Vikarabad, Mehtab Khan Guda to Mominpet, all the land costs are now rising because of there is no land available after Shankarpalli. Yes, definitely, if the land gets available in Triple One Jivo or in conservation zone for the construction, the prices definitely will be little low. I mean, it will not be increasing. It will not be increasing at the rate what increased in the last 2 years, but slow and steady growth will be there. Prices will never come down. You have to remember that people who bought at 1 crore, 2 crores per acre, no one is going to sell at 50 lakhs, 25 lakhs, because people will hold the land always. And FSI limitations if the Triple One Jivo is revoked. This is a good point raised. So yes, if the Triple One Jivo is raised, government may not give permission for the high-rise construction here in Janwada, because definitely high-rises will cause a lot of population increase, lot of pollution increase. So what will happen if it gets lifted? They might give permission for the they might lift this 10%, first of all 10% land usage from Triple One Jivo and make 100% available for the construction. But they might not give high-rise permissions again. They might give G+1, G+2 up to G+5 permissions like that. But considering the land cost at Janwada, no one is going to build a G+5 apartments over there. So we have to see how it goes in the future, what kind of permissions he will give, what kind of complications we have in this zone. So FSI is like floor space index. I explained in the earlier video. You can go through it. It's basically like you can go in the sky. So if there is no limitation on FSI, you can go up to 50-60 floors also, like we are going in Kokapet. If this happens in Janwada or catchment areas, definitely the pollution will get increased. And one more thing I would like to mention here is, so overnight nothing will change. So the summary is, I had a discussion with the politicians as well in this scenario. When they mentioned same, nothing can change in overnight. So don't get panicked. Don't get panicked that prices will come down. Few people are approaching me saying, I have bought plots in Banur, I have bought plots in Golden Triangle. Will they come down to 15,000 per square yard, 10,000 per square yard? Nothing will happen. Right now the land cost in Golden Triangle is averaged around 30,000 to 35,000 per square yard. Nothing will come down on the prices, remember. And don't get panicked, and don't get also don't get rushed towards Triple One Jivo land. If Triple One Jivo, if I buy today, okay, they lift Triple One Jivo, my land prices will shoot up to 10 times, 20 times. So let me go and buy in Triple One Jivo. Don't do that as well, because now many builders or many people in Triple One Jivo are making the business now, because CM government is going to lift it up, so prices will jump, so you can buy. But tomorrow if some master plan is made, no one knows that your plot, will it be a conservation zone, will it comes under a R1 zone, R2 zone, R3 zone, or there are some restrictions imposed on you also on your particular acre of land, or there might be a chance that there is a 100 feet road or 200 feet road might pass through from your land. So there are a lot of implications will be there. Don't just go and buy plots. If you are planning to buy in acres like 10 acres, 5 acres, maybe you can buy if you want to go ahead and buy. But if you buy plots, right, what will happen? The middle class and upper middle class generally buy plots. They will not buy acres. There will be huge impact to you guys if 100 feet road or some other road goes through your plot. So don't just randomly go and buy plots in Triple One Jivo. Don't think that Triple One Jivo plots prices will increase over the night. Again, if this discussion will continue, this file will continue for another 4 to 5 years. Cases will be filed. Even if it approves, we'll be able to use that particular zone of land after 4-5 years only. So my question is very simple. If somebody is saying that Triple One Jivo is lifted, I'm going to do high-rise construction, I'm going to do construction here, ask them to just log in the file stating that I have 10 acres of land here, I'm going to do the housing here. Just ask them to log in the file, just see whether they'll get approval or not. It is impossible, highly impossible to get the permissions in Triple One Jivo. Simple as this. So don't get panicked, nothing will happen in overnight. So even if you want to I always suggest to invest in land. So if you have any plans to invest in land, you can always go ahead with the investment. Don't wait for the land prices to come down. So if you are waiting unnecessarily, you go and buy with a higher price. So don't wait for the land to, don't wait for the land prices to hike again, because tomorrow we don't know what developments we get around that Golden Triangle on Shankarpalli and Chevella. Yeah, so this is about the summary of questions and summary of questions and answers I have given. So this is just clearly my analysis, and after discussing with few industry experts and people. So this is, I hope this is a this is not to offend someone or not to disturb someone. So just this is my analysis, guys. Thank you.